Oh, Gerard Butler, it's so lovely to see you, Gerard.
Lovely to see you too, Mr. Ferguson.
It's interesting when you go through those times, and I know you said for your mom that was really tough because she was so proud that her son was a lawyer, and you had to call her and say, listen, this is not working out for me.
Yeah, no, I don't exactly come from a family of lawyers, so it was a big deal for me to be a lawyer. And you know, my mom's like, oh, my son's going to be a lawyer. Oh, Gerard's going to be a lawyer. And then I had to call her and say, Mum, you know this lawyer thing?
Now that I'm an American citizen, I'm going to call you Gerard. Everybody calls you Gerard.
Yeah. No, Gerard.
Gerard.
Yeah.
I can't do that accent.
And we do the opposite. In Scotland, it's Gerard.
Gerard.
It's like Gerard.
Gerard.
It's the emphasis on the first part, but here in America, it's Gerard, and it goes Gerard. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Hurry up and finish my name so that I can wrestle you in Jello. What the hell was going on?
It was the worst phone call I ever had to make. It was so humiliating and just awful. I can't even describe it. And then, and then she said, what are you going to do? And I said, well, actually, I'm about to jump in a car. That day, the next day, I packed my bags and I moved to London and said, I'm going to be an actor. And that was the day that I called her. It took me a day to gather up the confidence. And she says, what are you going to do? And I says, I'll put my bags into the car. I'm off to London. I'm going to be an actor.
Movies, what can I say?
Yeah, that must have been a very difficult day on the.
It was that was a hard day. It was a hard day. And
it was.
It was an interesting scene, and then we finished, and I'm like, no, we're not finished. We have to do this again.
Gotta get it right. Get it right.
Did you feel like this? I mean, I'm just coming from my own perspective. Did you feel like you let her down, or that she? I mean, what were you going through? Or did you think, thank God, I'm free at last?
No, at the time I thought this is a disaster. This is a disaster, but
I just think it's so relatable because there can be somebody right now that's saying, you know, I always think rejection is God's protection. We don't know it at the time, but here you lose your job and it's a lowest of lows, but you don't realize that it's going to set you onto a path that you were meant to be on.
Absolutely, and that's it.
The last time I spoke to you, we were doing a bit for that movie. I'm in that movie, and you were here, and you were pretending to be an American.
I was here. That's right.
Hey, and you were pretending to be American, and I was pretending to be me. And that was weird because you had to use a different voice, and you're like, hey, and then oh no, you have to be.
But I heard of somebody that said, and he was lying on his deathbed, and he said, you know, it's only the day you die that everything fits into place, you know, and up until then you kind of no regrets, because that day was the worst day in my life, and now it's the best day in my life because it freed me to do what I really should have been doing and what I wanted to do. But it didn't feel like that at the time. It was like, oh no.
I'd say generally, you know, to come in here and play yourself, although you did a bloody good job of playing yourself. I've never seen a better Craig Ferguson than the Craig Ferguson you played.
No, I've seen better. Ewan McGregor does a very good Craig Ferguson. I've seen it done. It's very funny.
Does he do you? Yeah.
No.
Well, not does he do you.
No, he does.
Whoops.
And for your mom too, right? She was, like you say.
Yeah, but very supportive. You know, I knew that she felt very let down and very disappointed. But when I moved to London, she wrote me this beautiful card, and she basically said, you know what? As long as you're happy, I'm happy, you know, and if this is your dream, then do it. And that really changed things for me, you know, when I knew that I had her behind me, and I, you know.
Hey, the last time I saw you was in New York. We were doing that. DreamWorks movie.
I know.
We're in two movies together. You're in two movies, and I'm in two movies a little bit.
No.
I'm like your little buddy. I'm like part of your little rat pack.
Yeah.
I can go. Out of the way, Jerry's coming through. I can do all that if you want.